super excited that we're doing this.
Yeah, I'm super excited that this worked out.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, my schedule is so tight. So when you said 1 o'clock, I'm like, I can make 1 o'clock work.
Awesome.
So your story just got picked up nationally from getting on stage with Dustin Lynch. So let's rewind here. How did you even get into doing music in the first place?
It's kind of crazy. I knew I was always passionate about music one way or another, but I never really got into it until like around my 5th grade year, elementary school. I just started singing and started to actually pursue singing. And then around when I was 14, I started doing some of my first gigs ever. So that's kind of where I started off, and here I am now singing with Dustin Lynch.
That's so crazy. So how old are you right now?
I am 17, going to be 18 here pretty soon.
Your ambition is next level.
I know. I'm just, when you find something that you are passionate about, you're really good about, it's never too early to start, honestly, especially in the music business.
That is so cool. Okay, so you got into music, and next thing you know, you're at Country Fest in Cadott, Wisconsin, and in the national article, it said that you and your family have gone to this multiple times?
Yes, my parents have been going for like 20-plus years, and I've been going for the past 5 years with my sister. We started tagging along. Very
cool. So walk me through what was going on. Dustin Lynch takes the stage, and then next thing you know, everyone's saying that you need to go up there. What happened?
Yeah, so it really crazy because Dustin was saying that he needed somebody to come sing his latest single with him, seeing as his duet partner wasn't there. And I, to be perfectly honest, was not super paying attention to what he was saying, because all of a sudden I just hear Dustin talking to me, saying they're all pointing at you, and everyone around me knows I'm a singer, and they know my parents and stuff like that, so they were all pointing at me to get his attention. And the second I knew it, Dustin was asking me to come up on stage and sing with him, and I was like, yeah? I was so caught off guard. And so it was just crazy, because the second I started singing, the crowd just went absolutely insane, and Dustin was completely shocked.
Well, yeah, because you got up there, and you weren't just any other girl out of the crowd. You knew every word. You were on pitch. It sounded like you two rehearsed it.
I know, and there were so many people who came out to me after that were asking me if we had that planned, because I ended up singing at Country Fest the next day on one of the side stages. So it was like they thought it was planned, but I was like, no way, it really wasn't.
The stars aligned perfectly for that, because I remember I was actually scrolling through TikTok a couple weeks ago, and your video popped up of you getting pulled up on stage.
He probably expects somebody to, come up and, not really know the words or not really be a singer, but it was just kind of crazy. He picked me, and I'm actually a singer, and I knew every single word.
You did. And you were owning that stage. You were telling him where to go, which I'm like, yes, you get it, girl.
It was a crazy experience. I was so nervous at first, and the second I started singing and the crowd started cheering for me, I felt like I was just like I was meant to be on that stage. It was the craziest feeling, and I just took that stage. And even Dustin, I could see, he's looking at me laughing, because he's like, this girl really just came up here and she's really taking this stage. And he was so shocked. But he was super, super nice, though.
I was doing all the stage announcements for the show that I did with him, and I was backstage, and he was just the nicest guy.
Yeah, no, he is so nice, and his performance was just so good, and he is definitely great at entertaining.
Yes. That's for sure. And you're well on your way to that as well. So after you did the show with Dustin, you ended up putting the video on TikTok. How has the response been on TikTok? I saw it had millions of views.
Yeah, between the two videos I've posted, there's over 10 million views, which is absolutely insane. And it has helped me get discovered, and it has helped me not only gain followers on TikTok, but also gain followers on my Instagram, my Facebook. It helps me with my streams on my singles that I've released in the past, and it has just helped me tremendously. But TikTok, I probably have my biggest following with over 100,000 followers, and over 1 million people like my page on TikTok. So it's absolutely crazy, and because of that, I get so many views on my TikToks too, and my videos are more likely to pop up on people's For You pages, and so they're more likely to see my stuff, which is I think, everybody's dream on TikTok that wants to, be a TikTok influencer, I guess you could say. But I don't even know. Like, I didn't expect this.
And I just keep hearing more and more stories coming out of Nashville where record companies are now saying, okay, we'll go viral on TikTok and then we'll start talking. And you're already there.
Right. And I've heard of record companies down in Nashville sign like TikTok stars and let go of some other artists because TikTok is so in right now, and that's what is like the biggest thing right now. Like, so many people know of TikTok, so many people are on TikTok, and it's just a huge platform.
And you're already crushing it, so it's perfect.
Right? Yeah.
That's so great. So you're such a young artist and you're coming up in the world right now. I was just kind of curious. So you started singing 5th grade. You started taking it seriously in your teen years. You've released a couple of singles. What's kind of your North Star when it comes to country artists? Like, who do you look up to?
Well, it has always been from the start Carrie Underwood. And I think that it kind of just grew to those, big, just strong, independent female country artists that really super inspire me. And, I'd say Carrie Underwood, Lauren Alaina, and Kelsey Ballerini are kind of like my top 3 faves. Not just their music, but also their personality, also their music. It's everything, and everything they stand for and everything like that, too.
Yeah, if you're going to follow the lead from 3 country women, those 3 are the perfect picks.
Yeah, it's always been Carrie, but I love Lauren and Kelsey so much. So
we got to get you hooked up with Lauren Alaina because she actually has a Minnesota tie. Her mom lives in Andover.
Yeah, I heard about that. I've been to a couple of her shows, and she talks about that, and she's kind of like, she actually played at Country Fest. I don't know if it was the day Dustin Lynch sang, but I know she played there. And she talked about that, and she's kind of like, this is kind of like another kind of home base area for her.
That's so great. So you mentioned you got a couple singles out. What ones are you kind of pushing right now?
Yeah, so my latest single is kind of the one that I've been pushing lately. It's called Wide Awake, and it was actually my first single that I released a music video with as well. And so that was my debut music video. And I think that song in general just really kind of shows the kind of artist I want to be and am, just with the vibe, everything. So that's kind of like me. And I think that's the one that's been the most streamed on at least Spotify as of numbers, compared to my other 2 singles. So that's kind of the one I've been pushing lately.
What was it like filming your first music video?
It was crazy because my videographer actually is my recording producer. So it was his first video that he had ever done for anyone. So he was kind of like testing it out on me, but he was just so good at it. He had the eye for it, and it was mind-blowing because I don't know how you can just do your first video like that and just know what to do. So it was kind of a learning experience for both of us, but in the same sense, he's super talented at it, and he just had an eye for it. But it was super fun, big learning experience, like I said, and I think it was just the perfect first music video. I'm still proud of it, and I think I released that probably almost a year ago. So yeah, definitely proud of that.
I'm just getting to know you right now, and I'm proud of you. Like, girl, you are crushing it in every single aspect. You are at a level right now that some people that I see on TikTok and on social media, they're like aspiring to be where you're at, and you're like hardly reaching adulthood.
Thank you so much. I seriously work super hard, especially being a senior in high school. I just started my first day of school today, and as soon as school gets out, I am definitely planning on working on my music and trying to put everything into it. But I still am, trying to balance school, balance music, and balance having, a teenage life. It's my last year of high school, so I'm trying to do everything, and it's not easy, but it's also going to be so worth it, and it is so fun. Because every time I get up on that stage, or every time something like this happens, I realize that, this is super fulfilling, and this is really what I want to do.
You're making my heart melt. I love you.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Hailey, I think that you're fantastic. If this is where you're starting out with your career, I cannot wait to see where you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's all going to be up and up and up like a rocket. I'm just like getting like next Taylor Swift vibes with like starting in high school, big break on social media. I see it happening.
No, I really hope that I can do this as my future, because it's literally the only thing I'm like really passionate about. So I'm really going to put my all into it.
So where can people find you online? Where can they get your music, find you on social media?
Yeah, so like we've talked about TikTok, I just have the same like handle across all of my social medias, which is Hailey James Music. You can find me TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Even I have a YouTube channel. I post weekly on that. And you can also find me on my website, which is HaileyJamesMusic.com. Makes it pretty easy for everyone to just search Hailey James Music for everything. So my website includes all my social medias as well. It's a good place to go, a one-stop kind of thing, and tells you Instagram, Facebook, like I said, all those social medias, and new shows I'm playing, and all the things like that, singles, everything. So.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for working around my crazy schedule to make this happen. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll be looking for you to come up and play somewhere in the St. Cloud area here, because I will definitely be at that show.
Yes. My producer actually is in Sartell, so he's right up there.
Perfect. Well, I'll be in touch with him and we'll work something out.
Awesome.
Have a great day, Hailey. Thank you so much.
You too. Yeah.
We'll talk soon. Bye.
Bye.